Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my very unconventional review for LIA, Hacking Destiny. So, dear viewers, this game originally released in November of last year, and I know exactly what you're thinking. OCG, you oh so talented chap, you. What the hell is this game? And I'm so glad that you asked, dear viewer. So glad, in fact, that I'm gonna show you exactly what this game is. This is one of those... Shut up, voice in the game. This is one of those roguelite video games in which you play as a character. This little chap here. And, one of the mini games. Aren't they cute? Not the coconuts, the sloths. Very weird we started with one of the minigames, but anyway. So, roguelite. Kill enemies. Collect things. Make sure you kill these cameras. If they see you a certain amount of times, they're going to make these stages much harder. So basically, over the course of this game, you'll make your way through 4 different, stages. Of course, each of these stages is divided into areas, as you can see from the little mini-map in the top right. And look, we unlocked a new weapon, so we can choose between these weapons. Let's take a shotgun. Make ourselves feel like the Terminator for a couple of minutes. So you'll make your way through all these different areas, collecting all the power-ups, looking for health where you need it, taking out these cameras. The main objective is to find 3 keys, which is going to unlock the boss room. Where am I going? Yes, up here. Unlock the boss room, then you'll take the boss on. Like a lot of these games, it's probably more than likely you'll die. Quite a lot. Before you even see what the bloody boss looks like. And then you'll see what the boss looks like and you'll go, oh shit, I'm dead again. What am I doing? The most frustrating thing about these kind of roguelite video games is the fact that if you die, you go right back to the beginning. And of course, you can level up your character in between attempts, in the hope that next time you go into it, you'll get further than you did the last time. Like I said, 4 stages, so that's... It's probably going to take you quite a lot of attempts to get through all 4 of the stages. Many attempts at the boss of each of these stages. Shut up. And, I'm not going to say the game's not fun. Of course it is. But again, a lot of games are fun. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily a game I'm going to want to keep playing or recommend. This is the kind of game I'll play for a little bit and go, okay, I'm done. I'm done. There's not enough here to keep me wanting to play through. I would rather just have a pretty straightforward action-adventure game in which I die and it's a live system and I can just continue on and fight the boss and experience an engaging story. Oh, look, one of the keys. We need 3 of them to get to the boss room. So yes, I would like to experience a kind of narrative and not have to deal with the frustration of starting over just because I happen to die. Seems pretty unfair to me, but again, that's why I'm not the biggest fan of roguelite games. Especially the ones that are designed for you to die and die and die and start over and start over. That's not very fun to me. That sounds about as much fun as attempting to shave with a cactus. Trust me, I've shaved with a cactus in my time. Not a pleasant experience. Of course, if unlike me, you don't expect too much from your video games, you're playing them just to kill some time. See how far you can get. Maybe do a no-hit run, a no-death run. Then you might get a lot out of this. But me? No. I'll stick with my Final Fantasies and my Resident Evils, thank you very much. Much more up my Jaxie. I mean up my alley. These dogs are so cute! Probably my favorite thing about the game is seeing dogs in that minigame thing. What that minigame thing actually does is it brings down the threat level, so... You see all these traps and stuff? That's because I allowed the cameras to see me too many times. And if you keep letting the cameras see you, the threat level will get more and more difficult. To the point the game will actually spawn in some unkillable enemy that'll follow you through all the stages until you do that minigame again and succeed at it, and then it'll reduce the threat level. I'm not gonna say this game isn't fun. I'm not gonna say I don't like the soundtrack, because I do. It just so happens to have the rather unfortunate privilege of being a type of game I just don't rate very much. So there you go, everyone. That's my very basic, unconventional thoughts on this game. If you enjoyed this very unconventional review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Haha, all threats eliminated. Who's the boss? I am the boss. Let's put this crap off now.
Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.